Now bring your palms together in front of your heart. And may I offer an intention today of action. So creating space within yourself so that you're able to walk off your mat today and take action, whether that's in the form of kindness, compassion, spreading the word about what's important to you, using your voice. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Take your hands down. Take your right shoulder and lift it up to your ear, and then take the head of the arm bone back. So you should already feel more space on this side than this side. And then flip your right palm over. Slide it out to the middle of your mat in front of you. Take your left fingertips behind you. Good. So solid foundation in your twist. And then we start to twist the upper body. Maybe your right hand gets placed on top of the left knee. Palm still faces up. And then a stable foundation on sits bones, twisting from low back, mid back, upper back. Perhaps the gaze goes over the left shoulder. All right, notice how you are right now. Are you breathing? So inhale, breath, expand and lift the rib cage. Exhale, breath. 2 more rounds. Inhale, count of 5. Exhale. Good, come through center. And then inhale, lift left shoulder up to ear. Take head of arm bone back. Good, nice and open. Left hand, palm faces up, right fingertips behind. Slide your left hand forward. We're twisting from back body versus trying to wrap this arm and shoulder around to yank. So gently place the palm up, right fingertips back. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, twist, look over your right shoulder, no forcing anything. Good, and then come back through center. Make your way down to your back. So we'll just warm up with a little bit of core work. First, just become comfortable on your low back, take your knees in, maybe some circles. Good. And then hands down by the sides. You can grab onto your mat for leverage. Roll your sits bones forward. Make sure there's a little space here in your low back. Squeeze your legs together. Inhale, extend long. Exhale, knees come in. So let's just get used to that 2 more times. Inhale, extend long. Exhale, knees pull in. Inhale, extend long. Exhale, knees pull in. Good. Inhale, extend your legs long. Open to a letter V. Close. Knees come back in, little lift of the tail, tiny micro lift. And then legs extend back out. Open legs, letter V. Bring them back together, knees in, little tiny lift of tailbone. So stay with that work. Relax your jaw, relax your neck. The higher the legs go up, will be a little bit easier work. The lower the legs, the harder the work. Let's do 2 more of these. I don't know if that was 2. Sometimes I get lost. We'll do 1 more. Good. Now, knees right over hips, heels together, feet turn out, knees wide. So we're here. And then drop the heels down, knees parallel with the knees. Now extend your legs long. Keep the knees and toes pointing out. Knees wide as everything comes back in your chest. Little lift of the tail. Extend legs long, heels together, toes turn out. Little lift. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull in. Last two. Last one. So lots of core work and twists. Good. Now bring the knees together. Grab behind the thighs and rock and roll along your spine. So come to tabletop. Take your left hand, bring it under the right, or wrap it around the right shoulder blade. Now, slowly draw the right shoulder blade down so that the shoulder stacks right over your wrist. Turn your right shin out and take your left foot down. So you're in a modified side plank. You've got the shoulder wrapping down and around, super strong. And then you can stay here, left fingertips reach up, just work on this alignment and strength, or sneak this right foot under the left for side plank. Hold here for 3. So reaching through the ground and the heels. Last round of breath. Good. Take your left hand down, knees down, left foot kicks out, right foot is long, leg extended on your mat. Right hand slides back to left shoulder blade and then guide it down toward your mat. And so the shoulder stacks right over the wrist. Right hand, right hip, and then sneak the left leg underneath the right. Squeeze inner thighs together, press your hips forward. Right arm might come up. 3 rounds of breath. Good. Both hands down. And then downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward a little bit to plank. Side body long, armpits to ears, squeeze scapula together, and then wrap your shoulders around like you did with that manual adjustment. Keep that strong and steady, straight arms, down dog. You do you, pedal out your feet. Maybe bend knees. Twist a little side to side. Find stillness in your dog. Bend your knees a touch and lift your tailbone up. Keep the weight into the right hand. Take your left hand, wrap it around your right shin or thigh. And then keep your right armpit lifted. Gaze peeks underneath the right armpit up. Keep your tailbone lifted and claw the mat with your right finger pads. Good, left hand down. Right arm reaches across to shin or outer thigh. Left armpit stays lifted. You're not dumping down. And then twist. Strong foundation of feet and legs. Look up to the sky. Good. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift heels. Exhale, bend knees. Little steps or one big hop to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Hold up opposite elbows, sway a little side to side. Visualize this clutter that's in your mind that doesn't serve you, especially right now in your practice. Just let that kind of fall out. Start to make space in your mind and your body, specifically the hamstrings. Walk your fingertips forward. Perhaps they come to a block. Right hand stays rooted down. Left arm dangles. Side body long. Armpit up to ear. Head arm bone up toward the sky, basically. And then take your twist. Left arm can reach up. Hips try to stay square to the front of the mat. Gaze can be up and down. Strong foundation. We're just twisting from the lower right quadrant of the back, mid back, upper back, Left fingers tips down, right arm dangles. Side body long, armpit up to ear, head to arm bone rolls back. Good. Find your twist. Fingertips reach up and down. Keep length in the spine, and then breathe. Expand your rib cage. Good. Right fingertips come down. Hands to shins, bend knees, walk hands all the way up to standing. So Tadasana, ground down through the feet, reconnect to your breath. Lift armpits to ears, roll head, arm bones back, tailbone down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. Notice if you're trying to take your hips with you, keep hips square to the front of the room. Gaze can go back or forward. Reach through fingertips. Inhale, reach up. Come through center. Exhale, twist. So left arm back, right arm forward. Keep pressing thighs back, gaze back or forward. Hips square to the front. Inhale, reach up. Now this time, come to the balls of your feet. Set your gaze in front of you. Reach up through your fingertips. Left arm forward, right arm back. Balancing on the balls of your feet. Challenging yourself by taking your gaze back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, left arm back. Right fingertips forward. Maybe gaze back. And then hands come up. Good. And reset the feet. All right, so take hands to hips. Take weight into the left foot. Lift the right knee hip height and flex the right foot. Notice how your knee is extending straight out from your hip. When we twist, we tend to take the right knee toward the midline. So I want you to focus on this knee here. Left arm down. Reach your arm forward. Take your palm up and slide it on top of the right thigh. Twist from lower left quadrant back. Take your gaze back, right arm might extend back. Maybe straighten the right leg. And then come back through center. Reach arms up, soften shoulders down. Right leg extends and breathe. And release. Switch. So balance goes to right foot, right leg. Hug everything up to pelvis. Left knee lifts, flex the foot. Notice where the knee is in space. Let the right arm dangle down. Lift armpit to ear, roll head, arm bone back. Palm faces up and then slides outside the left thigh. Twist from lower right quadrant of back, mid back, upper back, look back. Left arm can extend. Good, and then take everything back through center. Reach arms up, left leg extends, breathe. And release. Feet hips width distance apart. Bend knees, sit booty back. Take the arms, dangle them by your sides, lift armpits. Head to arm bones back. Reach arms forward. Right arm back. Twist. Take arms through center. Left arm back, twist. Now center. Keep sitting back. Right arm back. Gather up your belly. Left arm back. Good. Reach your arms forward, palms together. Maybe point through the finger pads. Inhale, or fingertips. Exhale, release, fold. Step your right foot back. Come on up, high lunge. Dangle the arms. Lift shoulders, roll back, reach arms up. Gather belly. Good. Take your left finger or your left thumb into your left hip crease. Press the femur bone down and back. Hinge forward at a diagonal. Maybe just let your right arm dangle or reach it forward or beside the ear. You can always take your back knee down here. Good. Hands at heart center. Keep the bend in the left knee and then take the hands down, press on your thigh. Airplane. So airplane with a bent knee. Hands to thigh. Gaze forward. The toes that are lifted point down. Gather your belly up. Support your low back. And then reach to the crown of your head. Collarbone square and open. Good. Inhale. Exhale, straighten the leg. And standing Tadasana. Notice the difference between the sides. Notice the quality of your breath. Settle in. Where can you find your breath? Even when the heartbeat is racing, things get challenging. And inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge at hips fold. Inhale, lift halfway, long spine. Exhale, left foot steps back. Rise up, crescent lunge. Gather the belly. Bend into the front knee, straighten the back leg. Have an intention and purpose with your gaze. Stay in your body and your breath. Let the left arm dangle, right thumb to right hip crease, press femur bone down and back. Left arm can dangle or reach it forward or by the left ear. So you choose. Remember the back knee can come down. Squeeze the thighs together, stable base. Both hands come down toward the right thigh. Keep this right knee bent. Take a little step and then a big lift with the back leg, airplane. Turn the left hip down, bend the right knee. Squat here. Reach through the toes and the crown of the head. 4 more rounds of breath. Good. Straighten the front leg. Okay, take hands to hips. Step your right foot back. Back heel down. Left knee is forward. Warrior one stance. Hands come to heart. Act as if you're pressing your femur bone down and back. Hinge forward at your torso. And then we're just going to twist here. So keep your stable foundation. Slowly draw your right knee toward your left and you're just going to tap. And then inhale, come up. Use the belly. So it's like you're pulling a seatbelt super slow and you don't want it to catch. And then twist. Inhale, come up. And then exhale, twist. Slow, 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 slow. Now we anchor on. Squeeze thighs to the midline. Left hip draws back. If your right heel, the back one starts to lift, step the foot forward a little bit. Draw the thumbs to the midline. Reach through the crown. Leverage the connection with the right elbow to the left thigh to twist. Keep your base steady, your legs. Stable foundation allows us to find more space. Good. Take your hands down, and then right heel turns down. Left hand is outside of the left foot, right hand, right hip. Gather the belly up, expand your rib cage with your breath, and then roll the right arm or right shoulder open. Inhale, reach your right arm up and over the ear. Gaze can be down or up. Bend into the front knee. Keep the integrity of the legs. Let's move with breath. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. One continuous movement here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Take both hands down. Let's step to down dog. So you choose when you rest. Step your right foot through your hands, back heel down. Feet on railroad tracks, hips square to the front of the mat as much as you can. Warrior one, gather the belly, reach your arms up. Palms come together at the heart, hinge forward at your torso. Remember, slow, steady, like a seatbelt. Tap. Tap. Come up. Good, and tap. And then this was your last one, we stay. Press palms together, thumbs to sternum, bend into the right knee. Elongate through that back leg. Squeeze thighs to the midline and breathe. Big twist here. Stable foundation creates more room in your body, more space in your mind. Good, both hands come down. Back heel stays down, right fingertips outside of the front foot. And then left hand, left hip. Arm reaches up and over. Rebend, gaze up or down, breathe. Keep the integrity of the legs. Warrior two, come on up. Flip front palm, reverse. Side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Good, stay and hold. And then both hands come down. Lift back heel. Downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward. And then step your back foot up a bit so both feet are planted. But play. How long can you go? Or how long can your stance be? Left thumb, left hip crease, press back. Secure that femur bone in hip socket. And right fingertips, or perhaps to a block. Gaze down and forward, reach to the crown. Take your left arm out like a half letter T, and then think about the right lower quadrant of your back, low back. Start the twist from there. Mid back, upper back, left arm might reach up, might not, or come to the sacrum. Keep drawing the left hip back. Reach through the crown. And just feel like you're like wringing out a washcloth. Good, and then take your twist forward, chest faces down, root the hands, bend the legs, downward dog. Step right foot forward, Both feet plant down, right hip hugs back. Thumb to right hip crease. Extend your spine. Gaze forward and down. Draw right hip back. Breathe. Good. Right arm reaches up or not. And then bend both knees. Downward facing dog. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, bend knees. Step or hop to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Walk hands up. And come to Tadasana. So, hands at hips. Shift the weight into your left leg. And then, just like a pendulum, the right leg comes up. And you might bend, just like you were in airplane, the left knee. It doesn't matter how high the lifted leg is, but lift it higher than you think you can. And then take the right fingertips down to your block or mat. So bring the floor to you if you can't straighten your leg here without compromising form. Right hand to block. Extend your spine forward. Gather your belly up. Arm comes out, half letter T, and then maybe up. Reach through heel, reach through the crown. Breathe and expand your rib cage. And then bring your left fingertips down, right foot down, fold, let it go. Knees, press booty back, come all the way up. Hands switch sides. Weight goes into right foot. Take your left leg, lift it. Toes point down. Hip points down, bend your right knee. Left fingertips come down to your mat or block. Lift your left leg, gather your belly, straighten your right leg. Maybe hands come to block. To help this happen, toes point down. Right arm out to the side and then lift up. Gather belly. So if we dump and we lose our belly, we dump into our low back. And then take both hands down and fold. Heel toe feet together, bend knees, sit booty back, reach arms up. Hands to heart center. Now just from the upper body, twist to the right. And then take your left elbow onto the right thigh. Lift the right heel and keep the left elbow connected to the outside of the thigh, bend the knees. Now use the glutes on the left side to lift the shape. Stand nice and tall. Maybe take the gaze back. And then slowly come down. Forward fold. Chair. Hands at heart, shift weight to the right, or sorry, not yet. Twist to the left, right elbow hooks outside of left thigh. Press palms together, lift the left heel. Use the right leg, come up. Try to keep everything attached, doesn't have to. Just try to straighten the leg. All right, come back down. And release, fold. Good. Now, step back or place the hands, come to plank. Right knee to right wrist. Keep the toes tucked in the back. Come up, pigeon, inhale, drop the hips, lift the chest. Exhale, root the hands down, lift back knee, right leg kicks back, gather belly. And then again, right knee, right wrist, walk hands back, lift. And then exhale, hands plant, right leg up, and then right foot down. Left leg lifts, left knee, left wrist, drop hips, lift chest. Good, hands plant, lift back knee, one-legged plank, gather belly, breathe. And then left knee, left wrist, drop back knee, drop hips, lift heart. Good, last one. And then left knee, left wrist, breathe. Good, come to plank, knees down, all the way down to the belly. Take your hands out to the sides of your mat and forward a little bit so your palms are lifted. Draw the shoulders back, press down into your pubic bone, lift your chest, so keep the elbows bent a little bit. Don't move this left shoulder, look over your right. Keep the left shoulder from dumping down into the midline. Inhale, come through center. Exhale. So hard not to bend the left elbow or right elbow, look back. Come forward and release. Good, head down. Come up, Sphinx. Take your left forearm parallel with the top of the mat. Bend your right knee. Reach for the foot with the right hand and draw it in. Square collarbones forward. And release, switch. Gather up the belly. And release. Come on down. Press up tabletop. Sit your hips back toward your heels, knees together. And then take the hips off to the right. Good. So stack the left foot on top of the right. You're really grounding down into the right booty because we're going to twist to the right. So the side that's heavy is the side that we twist toward. Take your left palm, face it up, slide it on the left thigh, walk your right fingertips back. So low back up and in, collarbones wide, gaze back. Now look past the back shoulder with your left eye. Come through center and switch. So feet go to the right, hips to the left. Sit nice and tall. Inhale. Flip the left palm up, flip the right palm up, slide it on top of the left. Keeping this right shoulder open. Left fingertips walk back. Inhale. Exhale. Look past the back shoulder with your right ear, right eye. Right ear would be a really hard one to look and to get to aim past the back shoulder. Breathe. What if ears could see though? That'd be pretty cool because then you'd have that really good peripheral vision. All right, tangent. Good, and then release. All right, so take hands next to hips, slide sits bones back. And then take your right knee, bend it, slide it to the back right corner of your mat, and then foot turns down, toes click down. So on the top of the right foot, right knee draws back, left leg shoots straight out from the left hip. Big twist here, so turn the torso toward the extended leg, walk fingertips forward. If you're trying to get the foot in rounding, that's gonna get you into the back. We're trying to get on the back of the legs. And then also this lovely stretch. So you might Take your right hand, flip the palm up, maybe try something different. Twist from low back, mid back, upper back, maybe low back. Good, and then come forward, switch sides. Right leg strong and straight. Turn left toes down, hug right hip back. Open left knee. Hands down. And then lead with your sternum toward your foot. Take the gaze back. Good, and then come forward. Come all the way down to your back. Feet come down. Fingertips walk to heels. And then lift your hips. Good, take the hips down. Draw knees into chest. And take them over to the left. Shoulders soften down and then knees through center. Over to the right. Switch the gaze, shoulder blades melt. And then knees come to center. Hug the knees to chest. Give yourself a big hug. Thank yourself for taking time for you today. Hopefully creating more space in your body and in your brain. Big breath in. Shavasana. Let everything go. Be at complete ease and stillness. Let all that hard work settle in. So you choose to stay here as long as you like. Maybe take legs up the wall. And the goal here was to focus on breath, focus on creating space even in our twists. So even as we get challenged in life, feel overwhelmed, can we find space even in those hard times with our breath, whatever works for you. With something that puts you in a place of action versus fear and being frozen. So take your practice off your mat today and hopefully inspire 3 people to do something that you're passionate about. Vote, get involved with Black Lives Matter, house people. Inhale, breath. Exhale.